Ni. Alewa.
We're into our final installation week. We had a bit of time last week together with the trainees and all the paintings had arrived and we'd Predrag and I unwrapped them, but we didn't want to plan anything or lay it out till they were here because we wanted them to make the decisions.
They're all individual and all just they're beautiful on their own, but you need to put them together so that they flow. So when people are actually looking at it, they say, oh, this is lovely. But whereas if you had something like this put next to something more early tones, they'd clash and they just wouldn't look right. But then you've got this one that brings back to the red, and because you've got the lines and the crosses and everything, it works really well with this one, but they would not be able to sit together.
They used to go dig gold and they put it in the milk tin and bury it. So when they short of ration, they used to go and dig up the milk tin, and they used to get those milk tin to buy ration or buy a Toyota for the whole family to go bush.
The Symposium today involves a number of speakers from a range of backgrounds, and we're talking about issues that are of concern in the contemporary arts world, if you like, for Indigenous artists. So these speakers include people from art centres working on really innovative projects, partnerships between government, private enterprise and artists, and some of the kind of legal aspects that involve art making in Australia today. So it's a wide range of topics, but all very interesting, and it's great because it really covers the spectrum of sort of issues that evolve, around Indigenous arts in Australia today.
I think some really interesting points that came up about what's impacting people working in remote and regional art centres and the marketplace and how that's changed, and I guess a lot of different issues to do with superannuation and resale royalty and the code of conduct and all of these things which are in people's minds and kind of at the front of the marketplace for Indigenous art in the country. And I think it's really important that art centres can come together and talk to each other about these things, because they often feel that they're working in isolation and kind of not connected to anybody. So Revealed presents a really good opportunity for people to come together and talk about their concerns and aspirations as a collective.
Buzzing. There's a whole lot of artists here from all over WA, and we're all just looking at each other's art and talking about it and sharing our experiences, and yeah, it was fantastic. Had a great time.
Yeah, the opening to me was very amazing. Like I said, it was the first one for me, and it was very interesting.
These artists wouldn't necessarily have the opportunity back where they are in regional WA to have their work displayed in this way, in a mainstream art gallery with a team of other people working around how that artwork's put together and how it's displayed. Even to the point of actually having proper labels and even those little things might appear to be little things with the right names of the artwork and the artist, but those things don't always happen in smaller galleries in regional WA. It's actually a fantastic opportunity to have these artists seen as alongside their contemporaries, mainstream contemporaries back here in the city.
I'm Sharon Egan, a Noongar artist from Perth area, and we're here at the Revealed marketplace today, and there's Aboriginal artists from Western Australia represented here, and I wanted to say it's good to have Mangat Budja, which is a Noongar art centre, along with all the other artists from Desert and North and around the place. Yeah, and it's just a wonderful day, and art everywhere, and people, artists.
Today's been brilliant. We come from Central Australia, from a little community called Irinju on the tri-state border. This is the first time we've come to Revealed, and it's definitely been worth it. Getting the ladies' artwork out here and talking to people about what the artwork that they're creating and selling their artwork. I've been really impressed with the amount of people that have come and how well organised it is. It's been a great day.
Well, I reckon it's all the Aboriginal arts centres getting together to show each other what they're doing and show everybody else that Aboriginal arts is like a united movement, not just stuck in one little community, and so that one group can show the other group what they're doing. I don't know what, somebody invented that word kindredness, you know, we're all kindred, we're all doing the same thing.
I haven't been to one of these before, but it seems to me it's been a huge success. So many happy people, and it seems to me there are lots of sales going on, lots of people selling their paintings and jewellery. I bought this necklace here, and I have bought a painting, and I just think the atmosphere is really, really special.
That's where you're from?
Yeah, that's where I work, which is scale artist. Scale artist. Sometimes I do radio first, and I go to the art centre and do painting.
It's beautiful to see Indigenous art and artists and community and connections, and for me, as well as the art, it's also just overhearing people's conversations between aunties and elders, and in a way, for me, that's almost been more impacting.
I'm from Melbourne. Yeah, we sold plenty. Just for the people buying it for more. Yeah.
It's a really, really good sort of experience, and it's lots of people don't understand Indigenous art, and it's a really good place to be able to talk to the artists and talk to people and pick up so much more information than just looking at something in a gallery that's just a mass of colour and maybe a story written by the side of it. Whereas this way you can talk to the artists and just get all the info.
You just have this explosion of colour right here in the urban orchard. I don't know, it kind of reminds me one of the beautiful things about living in WA is just how big the state is and how different it is all over the place. And best people to show that are artists, I reckon. See it in their art. It's lovely.
We're about 300 kilometres west of Uluru, just over into WA. And the community has about 50 people in it. It fluctuates, but it's very small. And we have a lot of beautiful artists. And Eileen Giles, this is her work. She is one of them. So she got into Revealed, which is a really exciting opportunity. And we came down here with some artists and set up a little stall at the markets, which was fantastic. We got to talk to the public about Dukla and about the artists and the culture and what we do there. And we very rarely get an opportunity to do that because we're so remote, and a lot of our works are sold through galleries. So they talk about our work, not us. But it was just really exciting to get to talk about the stories that are behind all of these paintings. I think that people really got a lot out of that, and we made good sales too, so that was exciting.
We're at the TAFE Centre in Perth, and we've been here doing workshops, learning about how the different types of, there's weaving, there's photography, mixing paints, lino cutting and other things as well.
The workshops that they run as a part of Revealed are a really important way of getting people into having those discussions about their actual day-to-day worlds in art centres, and also giving artists the opportunity to kind of learn new skills or to look at other ways that they might present their work. I think this is the nuts and bolts part of the whole project. It's where those important networks that people build at symposiums like this start their relationships, and I think they're the things that go on to have a life beyond what happens over this couple of days, and the things that can really help people feel like they have a network and people to call on and people to give advice to.